Hi, my name is Alaire Vega, and I am a junior studying secondary Spanish education. I would love to be an ambassador for the College of Education Human Sciences because I believe that the College of Education Human Sciences has so much to offer. I also believe that the advisors and all the staff really invest in their students and really help them take the best path possible to reach whatever their goals are. And if they don't know what their goals are, then the staff there have been really helpful in helping me, and I'm sure many other students figure out what those goals are. Funny story is that I actually started in the College of Education and I changed my major 5 times, which I know is a little excessive, but I did, and I somehow ended up back in the College of Education and Human Sciences. I don't really think that's a coincidence because I really believe that the College of Education and entering the field of education is where I'm supposed to be. And even though I strayed away from that, they definitely helped me come back to that and find my niche here. Some personal qualities that I believe I would bring to being an ambassador at the College of Education and Human Sciences is that I have a lot of experience working with adolescents, especially adolescents who are trying to find where they're supposed to be, kind of helping guide them into the place that they feel most comfortable. As a campus host, that is something that I do a lot. I work with students so that I can show them around Nebraska and I can show them how awesome Nebraska is, and I answer questions that a lot of prospective students have. Just kind of like, what's it like being a college student? Like, what was the hardest part about transitioning into college life and things like that. So I get to work with students on a daily basis talking about college in general. So I think that if I were to have to specify that to the College of Education Human Sciences, I think that's an advantage that I have because I already know how to work with students. I also believe that I have a lot of experience in leadership and just getting to know people on a personal level, professional and personal. So getting to know the parents and kind of like what the parents have concerns about, but also getting to know the student, their goals, their ambitions. I was a peer mentor my sophomore year. I wasn't able to continue because I am in Spain right now, but I would love to do it again. And as a peer mentor, I really help students figure out what they want to do. A lot of my students, a lot of my mentees, questioned a lot about what the career path that they started with, was it what they wanted to do, and I got to give them advice from personal experiences. So that's something that I really believe that I can contribute to being an ambassador in the College of Education and Human Sciences. Also believe that I am a very organized and open person. So I like to live a structured lifestyle. I've realized that since starting college, I've changed a lot in the fact that I used to have no idea what was going on, and while sometimes I still get lost, I can still bring myself to a more structured lifestyle by organizing, planning, managing my time properly, and I think that's something that students really seek out their freshman year. I know I definitely did, so I think I have some good advice to give to students who may be struggling with things like that. And I believe I'm an open person because I come from a very unique background of being a minority female who's a first generation college student, and I really believe that in order for people to find the people they connect the most with, they need to have relatable stories. So not only can I just relate to being a college student in general, but I think that I can relate to the students who maybe feel like they have a disadvantage in their home life and their personal experiences. So I think that I can connect with different kinds of students as well. Why did I choose my major? As I mentioned earlier, I changed my major 5 times. What made me decide to be a secondary Spanish education major over all the other possibilities that I could have chosen was that I wanted to help shape lives and invest in the future leaders, which are students. I also chose to focus on Spanish education instead of social studies or English language arts because I really, really believe that being bilingual is something that is very important. Not only does it help you get through professionally, but you can connect with so many more people by knowing another language. And not only that, but it brings you a sense of diversity. You get to learn about culture. So I really would love to be the person who maybe kickstarts that experience in a student's life and really help them develop skills of being bilingual because it's not an easy thing to learn. Learning a new language is definitely hard, and I would love to invest in students and help them with that process. So my career goals, my number one goal as a future educator is to be a role model for students of all different backgrounds. Like I mentioned, maybe backgrounds of poverty like what I came from, backgrounds of maybe students who come from more privileged families but still need help finding themselves, and if they like really question who they are, just to help encourage them and promote how awesome education is. But I would love to work in a low income community because, again, I would love to be a role model for those students, saying that you can do it. It is possible with hard work and a positive attitude. You can do it. Eventually, I think I would like to work in administration as a principal of a high school, or maybe even at the district level. I'm just kind of going with where life takes me, making connections and really taking advantage of the opportunities to help me get to my career goals. The advice that I would give to a student looking for a college to attend is to be honest with themselves. I always tell students on my tours to stand on that campus and ask themselves, is this where you see yourself living and attending school for the next 4 years? Ask yourself questions, critical questions like, does this school have the resources that I need? Maybe that means like tutoring, maybe a certain diet, maybe just kind of the atmosphere overall. Is this school willing to work with you to help achieve your goals? Do you see yourself growing into the person that you think you're supposed to be at this university? I think it's really important to look at the big picture and ask yourself those critical questions before committing to something big, especially like university. And I always tell students, ask all the questions in the world. No one's ever going to get tired of answering your questions if that means helping you find the place that you belong. I always tell students also to be open to change, because college is a pivotal time that you're going to change your mindset. You're going to grow as a person, as a leader, as a student, as a professional. So I tell them to keep an open mind when they are choosing their university, and that will make their experience a lot better and a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable and less stressful. So something I would like to do to attract students to the University of Nebraska and the College of Education is really target students. So in my job as a campus host, for example, that means for me working in Spanish visit days, getting to work one-on-one with those families who maybe feel not comfortable asking questions because they don't speak the language, and breaking that barrier. As far as attracting students to the College of Education, something I would like to do is make a day in the life of an education major, or whatever major that is in the College of Education. And in that video, I would like to interview some professors in the College of Education, some students in the College of Education. I think the best way to show off and promote the College of Education is having students who have had awesome experiences share their experiences. So that way I would be able to share my experiences and have others share experiences in the same way. I would also create a website. I would need to learn how to make a website, but I would create a website where students can upload their stories, but more importantly, where prospective students can ask whatever questions they have about being in the College of Education, and maybe have like a live chat time, so different students have different shifts, or like advisors from like 8 to 3 or 8 to 5, where students can go online and ask their questions and get an immediate response. So yeah, that's me, and this is why I would love to be an ambassador for the College of Education and Human Sciences. Goodbye, and go Big Red.